CALSHOT Station was originally established in March 1913 by the Royal Flying Corps as the CALSHOT Naval Air Station for the purpose of testing seaplanes for the RFC Naval Wing. The station was taken over by the Royal Naval Air Service during the First World War and finally became a Royal Air Force station on the merger of the RNAS with the RFC on April 1, 1918. The design of the short Sunderland, featured in the film, was based on the short C-class S-23 Empire flying boat that were operated by Imperial Airways during the 1930s, with the Sunderland eventually becoming one of the RAF's longest-serving operational aircraft. In 1937, part of the Hythe works on Southampton Water, seen in the black and white film, was leased to Imperial Airways as a maintenance depot for their Empire flying boats from Vickers Supermarine until they took control of the whole site. Before World War II, Imperial Airways negotiated with the government the Empire Airmail scheme, which was an intercontinental postage air service linking the countries of the British Empire. The Vickers Supermarine hangar, also known as the Admiralty Shed, was used for the maintenance of the new fleet of flying boats, and even with the advent of the Second World War, when the Empire service was transferred to Poole Harbour, maintenance of the flying boats was retained at Hythe. The flying boat in the film was the last Airworthy Sunderland, built by Shaw and Harland of Belfast in 1944 and served at Pembroke Docks, seeing war service with RAF Coastal Command. The Sunderland Mark III equipped 11 RAF squadrons, including a Polish and a Free French squadron, proving to be one of the RAF Coastal Command's major weapons against U-boat. After being sold to the Royal New Zealand Air Force in 1953, it carried passengers from Lord Howe Island to Sydney, Australia. In 1974, along with a sister aircraft, it was sold to Antilles Airboats in the Caribbean, with the intention to form an inter-island flying boat service. The film also features a high-speed launch designed by George Salmon of the British Powerboat Company. The HSL, nicknamed the Hanson Dorset, arrived at CALSHOT in October 1942, and during World War II, when CALSHOT served as the base for air-sea rescue, provided timely support for downed aircrew during Operation Overlord. A total of 90 of this type of HSL were eventually built at Poole and at the yard in Hythe next door to the Supermarine Vickers Admiralty Shed on Shore Road. The RAF station at CALSHOT was finally closed in 1961, and English Heritage took over management of the castle in 1983, demolishing the signal station tower. The Sunderland shown is still airworthy and an integral part of the so-called Fantasy of Flight Museum in Florida. Today, not often flown, the owner still has the intention to recreate a marine terminal specially for the flying boat.